Yeah, man. Just thinking about the current plight of this whole reality. I've been putting the truth, the cosmic shit, on the back burner, focusing more on my personal experience. I'm currently reconsolidating my focus on where I should be transmuting my energy as far as like investing it in the things I do, whether it's for people, myself, or a business or a family, And, you know, when I have time to reflect, all I remember is the reason why I'm mostly a solitary person or spirit or whatever. I don't really like words, but you get what I'm saying. And it all goes back to this one thing. I'm thinking of the fact that the reason behind my depression, I have happy moments, but the reason behind it all is not because I have a chemical imbalance. I might do as a byproduct of the things I've experienced, but it's also because of a succession of losses, of things precious, priceless, finding out those or the things that I once treasured really isn't held up to the standard that I held it up to. It wasn't at the standard I meant. And the victories I've achieved in my life really the losses outweigh the wins drastically. And the thing I'm truly fighting for is my freedom and lack of liability that this system, plane, entity, will, consciousness, external of the primordial that's in me to force on me, right? I'm fighting for my freedom, not just to get more materials. I don't care about that too much. That's kind of why I don't have that much. Not that I care to have that much. I'm all right, but when I sit and think about the shit, it's insane that you're fighting for your tranquility, you're fighting for your privacy, you're fighting for your peace, you're fighting to be detached, even if that means you don't spend that much money. People might look at you like you're crazy or you're weird, but you know why you're doing it. And people judge you in a bad way without knowing you first. They'll talk shit about you. Yeah, same old shit, right? Without getting to know why you're doing it. They'll just ask other people that know you, why does he do that? Why don't you, and they tell them, why don't you go talk to the man? And they said, well, I don't think I should. Like, what the fuck? But you talk to all these other people. This world is so bitch made. This is ridiculous. And this is not me complaining about this shit. It's just saying like you're fighting for your freedom, your sovereignty, your peace of mind. Even if that means you rather not get in relationships, whether it be with the opposite gender, the same gender, or a friend, a family member. And most of the time, your so-called friends are sizing you up and you're not even aware of it. Notice that they don't talk to you like that. Notice you have to initiate it. Notice that when they do one little thing for you, there's always some little side shit they'll say. Even if you have love for them and they do have love for you, right? Notice with them, it's more conditional than it is with you. Because you'll forgive them. Let you do something. They're not forgiving you, man. And the one thing I know about these bots or these earthly people, right? They don't forgive. They expect forgiveness. In the reality of life, there is no such thing. Unfortunately, you can forgive because you're enlightened. You might try to understand the other person without having to go specifically through the same shit as them. But they can't seem to grasp your point of view, and they're inconsiderate. And there's no, when you're dealing with a narcissist or a sociopath or someone that's off, there is no reasoning with them. The only form of reasoning that will work is you stab them or you beat them over the fucking head or you pull a gun out on them. They fear death. They fear pain. So they're just a fucking animal. Fuck these fancy terms, man. Yeah, I go back and forth using these words. All it does is show how my mind is a little different, but it doesn't show to everyone what a person is. And I feel that some people innately know what those words mean without knowing the definition. Just by how the word is used, I mean. But you're dealing with the motherfuckers, they're just animals. And in order for you to deal with an animal, you gotta feed them the bullshit they want to eat. Throw them the slop so you can get what you can out of them. Unfortunately, this is reality. And you have to finesse. Even I'm telling this to myself that I can't forget that I have to finesse this world. Sometimes I get caught up in it and let myself go and think that, hey, they're just like me, right? No, not just like, but they're human, right? They bleed, right? They're not like me. The propensities is what defines them. And their propensities is more akin to selfishness, degeneracy, impulsiveness, lack of self-control, all these things. You see, you can never forget. Because once you forget, you lose. Unfortunately. At least if you catch yourself before you fuck up too bad, you don't lose too much. You just remember. You just get a couple scars that heal up, you know. You keep on going. Keep on going to what is the question? You're so bombarded with day-to-day activities, your job, your family, and all that stuff. Tell that to a person that has nothing here for them. Has all that good. They're just working, scraping by, and people tolerate them. They even like them. But that doesn't mean they have anything to give them drive, real purpose. This is where I understand the so-called black people, but they get too much caught up in dating and romance and fucking how people think about them. Fuck people, fuck dating. You don't like what I gotta say, I don't care. I'm saying this to those who understand, that appreciate this message. Depression is like cancer. It don't matter how much you obtain in life, it will always be there. Just like no matter how much chemotherapy and all that stuff you may have, you can't truly get rid of it. And there's a rare chance that you can, but it'll still come back. It'll still be there, right? It has the potential to reoccur. So the only true way to alleviate yourself is to go back to what you came. Most people are scared of that. Most people fear that. Most people think that is bad and they distract themselves with something in the back of their mind that they know is bullshit. And if you try to kill their illusion, they want to hang you at the stake. Fuck you up, man. I know where I'm going deep down. Sometimes I would like to believe in the intermediary stage where I recommerce or converge with my kind, right? But as I grow older and older, yeah, I have common similarities with the average person in some ways, but in most ways, I'm really different. I have damn near nothing in common with the average dude other than the fact I need to eat and I need to have sex or bust a nut or whatever. And, you know, we drink beer. Other than that, I don't really have common with a lot of people. It's a lonely life, and that further feeds the fire of depression. It's not something I could turn off. I'm a deep thinker, so it's really hard for me. Being an empath is tough. Being a sociopath is easy. And I don't mean easy in the sense that we all don't have struggles, because sociopaths are enabled by this world. People are quick to have their back, their side. People who are borderline sociopathic, psychopathic, borderline psychopathic, they have support. They have people that are willing to follow them. Maybe because those people have them to be that way as well, they end up being sheep. They think they're bending someone over, but they're the ones getting bent over. The only thing you do is escape the attempt and laugh while they get what they try to put onto you. And it's unfortunate. I mean, this is the world we live in. You can't feel nothing for people. You have to understand that things happen for a reason. Like, if I go back in time and look at the things in my life that I would change, yeah, they were fucked up. But at the same time, I'm glad those things happened, unfortunately. And yeah, when you look back and think about it, it really was a script. There's some parts in your life you can't make decisions to change entirely, only to reduce what could happen. And sometimes you can do certain things that will expedite what was already meant to happen anyway. So reducing it, if you're in the position where you can't do that much, shows that you're a bit of a coward in a way, if you look at it. But that doesn't mean be a jackass and do reckless shit. That's not what I'm saying. But some people would think, people love to twist words, right? I don't know, man. I'm pretty much fed up with this whole thing. I don't know. I might as well play with this motherfucker as long as I can. There's no telling. I used to think people weren't NPCs, or not like computer program, but like an earthly program. You look at the women today, a lot of them were just NPCs, man. Even the ones that were in these circles talking all this truth shit, but they never go far. They never be truly introspective, only regurgitative, in the sense that they parrot a lot of stuff. They say things that are mundane and are relatable, but they don't say anything that shows true depth. The most of the males, they do the same shit because a lot of them are feminized as well. No offense to women, there's no offense. Be honest, I don't hate women. It's just I don't find their company all that interesting for the most part. And even the handful that I did appreciate, I just find it to be a drain. I don't know if you take it that I hate the opposite gender. We're all in this shit, but you kind of got a break, but then the break is due to you being like claimed by the simulation or by some male that wants to converge with you, right? I'll use that word, converge. As you look at this effect on the screen, it shows some cosmic diverge of some sort of matter, etheric essence, whatever the fuck. Just some gif I found online. Yeah. You got to break because you're propped by the simulation. Doesn't mean that you don't go through your own things too, but then the narcissism to say that we're both in the same boat is just, it's ridiculous. The average dude is treated like shit. Even the dude who is great is treated like shit by the system, not by women. Women follow what the system purport and provide for the blueprint and the framework, and they go after it like sheep. The sheepdog were just the good females that try to tell the right thing, and the males that do try to tell the right thing, and now this bitching shit about female nature and oh, this matrix and this and that. Fuck this matrix. Fuck the simulation. Fuck all that stuff. We gotta reach one another. But how can we reach one another when we don't have the integrity to really do shit? It's very unfortunate, but we still must try anyway. While finagling this hellhole, we gotta try. But don't try so much that we'll forget. I've done that mistake a few times where I forget what I'm in. And I always must remember that this is an illusion. That's why a lot of things never come into fruition. It might for some earthly person that is basically an environmental based person who is one with the social network of that ecosystem. But someone who's outliner doesn't work like that for you. So you have to finesse it. I wish you the best of luck. Genuinely, I truly do. That's why I do these commentaries. But it's all love, man. Excuse the harshness and the seemingly apathetic tirades that go on at times. When I say fuck people on it, yeah, fuck them. But that doesn't mean I don't have love in me. I've been pushed to that point. I wasn't like that in the beginning. But I'm there now because there's only so much one can do here. It takes a collective to make a real change. And we ain't talking about changing the world. We talking about changing our experiences as the so-called side of enlightenment, enlightened, caring, good, compassionate people. That's why I find bullshit in a lot of mainstream movements. Anything that's a mass movement is just some con artist or some, I don't like the term grifter, so I use someone's trying to sell you some bullshit. But there's no true change. It's just the same parroting nonsense. And people are so emotionally invested, they ignore the logical reasons behind what this person is doing. They ignore the signs. Don't you realize this world is one big con job? You have to finesse it. It's the only way to win. Peace.